Let's try this one more time. Okay, hi Mel. Okay, this is, okay, I have, hey Akina. So I have at least gotten a reduced latency, but I still don't know if it will be watchable latency. So we're just gonna try. Okay. And Mel, keep an eye on the chat for me because I obviously won't really be able to. Please and thank you.
Given the fact that I'm not hearing any lag from the whatchamacallit, that's a good thing. Or the lag I do hear is kind of shushy.
And of course now Showdown wants to be slow. You know what?
Showdown. More like slow down.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're in a... Okay, so that's how low it is. Great. Okay.
And not gonna lie, while I still do hear an echo, it is a whole lot better because it's not the same volume, so I can kind of tune out one rather than the other.
Gotcha. Okay, so... Alright, he switches to Urshifu, which is a water fighting type. That's not great. Oh,
that's the little bear guy. I love the little bear guy. I named mine Sam.
God, I hate Urshifu.
You love him.
I hate fighting him.
You love being him. You hate fighting him.
I don't really use him.
Battle.
I hate fighting him.
The little clipbacks of my own voice is kind of weird to hear.
Okay, so I'm getting my ass kicked, which is just great. It is also very weird because, like, the commentary that I can provide, I'm a turn ahead of you guys, like, conservatively. I'm just gonna forfeit. So despite my best efforts, the latency is still pretty bad. Like, I forfeited that battle, and I am already in my next battle.
Yeah, we were, like, when you said that, like, you forfeited, like, you said that you officially forfeited, you were still on the other screen.
Yeah.
There's a burger in my head, isn't there?
Yes, it is. Yes, there is. Okay.
Look at the little bears!
So, okay. So, this is obviously a rain team, because that's the only thing that Pelipper is used for, and thus I predict that they're going to send out Pelipper first as their rain lead, Ergo, I send out Tornadus Therian because it has Bleak Wind Storm, which always hits in rain, and thus functions very similar to Hurricane and is a very strong move. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. They go for an Ice Beam. It doesn't really do anything. I'll regenerate most of that damage when I switch out. They switch to Palmot, a electric fighting type. Electric resists flying, but fighting is weak to it, so it doesn't really matter. I should still be faster. Let's see. I really hope I'm... Okay, good. I am faster. If it had been Choice Scarfed, I probably would not have been faster, but... Okay, Floatzel, what are you going to do? You're probably going to want to go for Aqua Jet. No, you have Swift Swim, so you don't need priority. Hydreigon. We'll go for Hydreigon. They resist... Okay, that was a bad choice. That was not the play for me to make.
Oh, I'm not sure if I thanked you, but thank you for the rest for the Star Stickies.
Okay. Samurott. Samurott is out because it has the move Ceaseless Edge, which will always set up a layer of spikes, and frankly, it's my only water and ice resist. We're going to go for knockoff first. Okay, Amoonguss. Haha, funny sussy joke. Okay, you know what? Okay, Ceaseless Edge misses, which is just great.
Is this like random, or is this like you built this team?
I built this team. I built it a while ago.
Built it?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I built this a while ago and I did not play the tier after I built it. So, I couldn't answer that question honestly.
I'm trying to help you make commentary.
And I appreciate that. I just can't. Like, it's weird. Though I do appreciate that you were trying. Okay, switching to Volcarona because he's probably going to go for Ice Spinner because it's super effective. And I think this guy might actually be choice locked because he switched out when I brought in an Ice Resist as opposed to just moving to a neutral move. Okay, that was... Nope, okay. That was not the play. Okay. He went for Wave Crash and utterly destroyed my Volcarona, which is one of my better Pokemon. But, you know what? I still have Bleak Wind Storm and his own rain. Never mind. I mean, I don't know why you would switch out of that, because that's an objectively advantageous matchup, but okay.
Maybe they're a silly goose. Oh, you know what'd be really fun?
What?
Okay, so, you know how people can gift you stuff, like how I earlier gave you the music note stickies because... Melgober.
Yeah.
So if you click the little crown at the top of your stream, you can see who your top gifters are, and you can have your top gifters help you name your Pokemon for the little tournaments and stuff. And you could host tournaments and have a whole server.
I have lost this fight, and that is annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna forfeit. It is abundantly clear I have lost that. You know what? We'll just fuck around on random battles for now.
Alright, so what's fun about you doing a random battle versus a battle with a team you've specially made? Besides not actually having to make the team, because that's my favorite part, even though I ignore the good moves for kill it fast.
So, random battles change the way you play, because when you're building your team, you obviously have to consider, like, type synergies. You know, do you have your entry hazard? Do you have your sweeper? Do you have your win con? Random battles, you ain't got a fucking choice. You gotta play with what you got. And in this case, I have a not fully evolved Quillfish, and they have a Wigglytuff, and I think I might still have come out better. Especially because, as a Dark and Poison type, I only have one weakness in Ground, and they are weak to Poison, and I have Gunk Shot. And they don't have a Wigglytuff anymore.
Wigglytuff didn't?
Yes. I should have made the furry the waiter.
I feel like I should change out of like the whole pitch like soft girl pajama costume. But also like if I fall asleep it'll be really funny.
Okay, so they brought in a Mew, and I don't outspeed it, but I do have Eviolite, so I think I can probably take whatever they got. I'm gonna throw up a taunt so that they can only use Hazard, so they can only use attacks, and I think that'll work because Mew mostly uses support moves. Okay, they have a life. Okay, so they went for Dazzling Gleam, and they took recoil damage that Dazzling Gleam does not normally give, meaning they have a life orb, meaning this is an offensive Mew, meaning that was a waste of a taunt. But it does also mean that Dazzling Gleam is their best move against me, and I have Crunch. They went for a Psyshock, thinking I would switch out. I did not, and because I am a Dark type, I am immune to Psychic, and they have forfeited. So this is what it's like to be on the other side of that. Okay, I have a Leafeon versus a Clawitzer. Okay, now here's the thing. 9 times out of 10, a Water type is going to have an Ice type coverage move for exactly this matchup. But I do outspeed Clawitzer, and I don't think it's all that known for its physical bulk, so I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade. They're going to switch to a Jump Bluff, which is annoying. Okay, I'm going to switch to Glaceon because Ice obviously beats Grass and Flying, and Glaceon's decently defensive. Of course I get hit with the Sleep Powder. Why wouldn't I get hit with the Sleep Powder? We're just going to try and wait it out.
Welcome to the screen.
Of course I get hit with the Sleep Powder. Why wouldn't I get hit with the Sleep Powder? We're just going to try and wait it out. Okay, they switch into Greedent. I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what a Greedent's going to do. Which is also part... Oh, that's what it's going to do. It's going to set up Sword Stance. Okay. Okay, we're going to switch to...
I know what Sword Stance does.
Okay, we're going to switch to Hisuian Lilligant because it's a fighting type. I'm going to Terra Fighting because it'll boost my fighting and it'll get rid of my grass weaknesses. And then we're going to hope that this close combat is going to fucking smack it up. They Terra Normal, meaning they did not take super effective damage from that fighting. Okay. Lilligant is dead. Long live Greedent.
Lilligant. Oh, I'm not battling. Much to his unfortunateness, I don't battle really well. I battle like a 5-year-old. So he's up against a random person.
Okay,
if you like battle, you can.
Yeah. it, yeah. Anyone who wants to battle, okay, I'm just remembering that this site probably does not have a lot of competitive presence, so I'll show you how to make an account, after this battle. Okay, Hippowdon is dead because Water Pulse. I am very much losing. Okay, Walking Wake.
Oh, they have an account.
Oh, sick. In that case, if you go ahead and plug your Showdown name in the chat, I'll be more than willing to give you a fight. Just name a format, and we'll go from there.
Zoe the God. Is there any spaces in that? Any capital letters? All that good stuff? Or just kind of like copy paste? I'm only asking because I'm like a silly goose. Okay, it's copy paste.
Alright. I can't really do that because this app is weird and I'm running through a bunch of stuff. Okay, Cloyster is dead. Because Freeze Dry is super effective on water types, despite being an ice type move, and I know it's weird, but we're going to ignore it.
Hi, Nixon. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, now...
This is Grim. Welcome to the stream. He's being a nerd, and I'm supportive.
Okay. Oh, this is great. Water and Dragon versus Grass type. I have Flamethrower. Okay, they have Play Rough. That's not great, but I should still outspeed. Okay, yeah. It looks like Walking Wake is going to have this in the bag. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Maybe? Do I possibly outspeed? I do not. Okay. GG. Okay, but yeah.
How does a water dragon have a flamethrower?
Because Game Freak decided it does. Okay. Zoe, do you particularly care what format we go in?
They said anything, but anything.
Okay, you know what? I feel like I missed some, generations. I feel like I missed some Gen 7 OU. I like Gen 7 OU. That work for you? You know what? I've sent to the challenge anyway.
You've sent the challenge, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dang. I forgot to make a Gen 7 OU.
Okay.
Hey, what the, thing gonna do a face palm?
Okay, how about do you got a Gen 8 OU?
Oh, they're checking live. If my model's looking a little funky, I'm turning off my light and my fish tank light because it's bright.
Oh, then you have Gen 9. Alright. Oh, then you have Gen 9. Let's go with this one. I'm going to be less explaining because I'll be fighting a viewer and I don't want to, you know, be giving away everything, but...
Hold up. Hold up, darling. At least I think. I accidentally deleted it. Oh, I'm sorry, darling.
Okay, at 3 it's a comedy. Okay, at 3 it's a comedy.
I would be too, honest.
Listen, I'm not. It happens. Listen, I'm not.
Ubers and UU.
It happens.
I forgot. What is UU again? Underused?
Underused, yeah. I don't have anything. I don't have anything for those formats because I don't play them. But, yeah. I'll just be playing around with Gen 9 OU then.
What?
Yeah. I'll just
Okay.
play around.
They said they're gonna make one really quick.
Okay.
Hello, new friend.
Okay, Glamora, stop missing your fucking... Stop missing your goddamn gunk shots. It's rude.
Could you explain the basic concept of how to build a decent team that I didn't build because the Pokemon are cute?
Okay, so it does depend on what format you're using. So when I'm playing Showdown, I'm playing on what's called Smogon. And the reason that's important is because Smogon, as a format, it obviously has its rules where you have, you know, you can't use evasion, you can't have more than one of your opponent's Pokemon put to sleep at once. You know, but when it comes to me, I generally try to figure out, okay, who do I want setting my entry hazards first? Because that is a very important part of singles Pokemon. And it is something that can be... And when you don't have a good hazard Pokemon, that puts you at a serious disadvantage. Mainly because you wind up... Because hazards are such a large amount of damage that because you can poison the Pokemon, you can lower their speed, or you can just do very strong damage. Like, Charizard, there's one hazard, Stealth Rock, that does rock type damage. And that gets you things. And as a result, if you have like a flying type, they're taking 25% damage from just switching in. Or if you have or you can have Charizard especially is really bad because of Stealth Rocks. Because you wind up just dealing with minus 50% health as a direct result of it, and it does not have the stats to justify that, especially not anymore.
Oh, that's a new one. That's the new starter, right? The one that you like.
Yeah. Skeledirge is the evolution of Fuecoco, and it's a fire and ghost type, and it is fucking amazing because it has this signature move called Torch Song, which is an 80 base power move, fire type move that always raises your special attack. And in contrast, Flamethrower, the standard fire type move, or Fire Blast if you want a little more power for a little less accuracy, has 110. So, Flame Song, Torch Song might sound a little weaker, but because it always boosts your stats, it gives you more. It lets you snowball very easily, and in fact, a popular set is just slap a Choice Scarf on it, click Torch Song, barely even matters anymore. That being said, I actually prefer something a little bulkier, where I have heavy duty boots, I have Torch Song, I have and I have Slack Off, because that sort of recovery is very valuable.
And what do heavy boots do?
They prevent you from being hit by entry hazards. You know, those things that I said are very important.
Oh yeah, those things that I don't like.
Yeah.
Because you're a bully with them?
Yes. And this team is very annoying because it uses this, and my current opponent's team is very annoying because it is using what is called it's using what are called the screens, reflect and light screen, which reduce the physical and special damage that your team takes respectively for a couple of turns. But it looks like I'm still in a pretty solid position, all things considered. That being said, Galarian Articuno has been a problem lately, so hopefully I'm not about to get my shit rocked for my hubris. Okay, no.
Like a Kanto. That's Kanto, right?
In Generation 8, the legendary birds each received a new regional form, which I think basically means they aren't legendary anymore, they're just rare.
Super rare. Like extinct rare.
Yeah. And for context, and Rillaboom using Earthquake is really stupid because grassy terrain reduces the damage of fire-type moves. But, you know, I also understand that sometimes it's the best coverage a Pokemon has.
Earthquake over.
But yeah, Skeledirge is fucking great and I love him. Yeah, Torch Song is an amazing move. Like, I went from losing this really badly to Skeledirge just cleaned everything up. Praise be Funny Croc Boy.
He's just so derpy looking when you pick him.
Yeah. And we love that for him.
And then he becomes angry that you bullied him because he's derpy.
Okay, so most of this opponent's team are new, and I have no idea what they do, and we're just going to roll with it and see what happens. Okay, so most of this opponent's team...
And find out.
And I have no idea what they do, and we're just going to roll with it and see what happens.
So fun fact for, I don't know why, I can't turn my lights off and have my model still kind of do You know what I'm trying to say, Charlie?
Model doesn't work without lights.
Yes. Light on.
Yeah. So this is sneak. So Scizor is weird because you'd think it'd be very mid because Fire and Steel is weak to 4 times weak to Fire, which is a very common offensive type, and its best Steel type move is Bullet Punch, which only has 40 base power. It's a Steel type quick attack, but Scizor actually has the Technician ability, which boosts the power of moves that are less than 60 base power. And importantly, literally everything else about the Bug and Steel type combo is great defensively. Okay, so I have set up a Swords Dance because I have which boosts my attack. However, they immediately switch into the Hisuian Arcanine, so I'm going to Terrastallize Water because that's Generation 9's gimmick, and it lets me change my type from a Bug Steel type to a Water type who gets Stab on Bug and Steel type moves, and then we're going to click Bullet Punch and hope for the best. Like that.
No. What's the name again?
What's the name of what?
The Pokemon you just deleted.
Arcanine?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fire dog.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That did not look fire doggy.
It was Fire and Rock type. Also they forfeited on me. So I'm riding high.
Shouldn't I know you? Woo! Thank you, Dead King. Thank you.
Oh, nice. I just got into another battle, but once this is done, you'll get the last battle of the stream. Oh, nice. I just got into another battle.
What, you tired of battling already?
It's midnight. It's midnight.
And? I went out and got a milkshake at midnight. Because somebody's mean.
How dare I be nice to you?
Yeah, how dare you?
Okay, so I have failed to get hazards up, which is going to suck. But I did get rid of Hatterene, which as a Psychic Fairy type does pose some level of damage. Okay, yeah, Glamora is dead. Slowking.
Hey, Grim.
Yeah.
If you're a Pokemon, you'd be a Slowking.
Shut up. That's just mean. Oh, you meant that differently. I've now proven it to be literal in either capacity. It's okay. You're my Slowking. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. I was hoping to tank that close combat. I did not. But I think Okay, now that Trick Room is gone, I think that Skeledirge, the reliable Boyle, is probably a decent switch into the Crabominable, especially considering I doubt that Crabominable is going to want to, stay in. Oh, I have just crippled it even more because a burn halves your physical attack, and they forfeited. Okay. Zero the God. Open challenge Gen 9 OU. Boomski, I have sent you the challenge, though. Alright. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shutting up so that my plays are not broadcast.
So for a Gen 9 OU, what would you recommend? Like, how would you build a team?
Okay, so the thing is, they recently released Pokemon Home, meaning they added a whole bunch of new Pokemon, meaning it is very hard for me to assess. But the thing that I've noticed is that... Now, what is that? You don't... So it's very hard for me to comment on, anything revolving around the meta. But you're still going to want your hazard guy. You're still going to want, a decent core of offensive typing. I've had pretty good luck just having one or... So, the most commonly used Pokemon in Gen 9 are Great Tusk, a ground fighting type that has, close combat, Headlong Rush, which is just a ground type close combat, Stealth Rocks, Spikes, Rapids. It's a very versatile offensive Pokemon. And as a result, it is easily one of the most important Pokemon to have an answer for, and probably one of the more important ones to consider on your team. The next most important Pokemon is Goldengo, a Steel Ghost type special attacker. And it is just straight up immune to status moves. Things like Will-O-Wisp, anything that reduces its stats, doesn't matter. It is immune to them. So, yeah. Especially when it has, like, a Steel-type version of Draco Meteor. It is...
Oh, gods.
Yeah. So, it is a very potent threat. So you need to bring those Pokemon to... They need to be at the front of your mind when you're team building. Past that, I feel like the meta is not exactly... I don't think the meta really has a lot of special bulk at the moment. Though that might just be me. That might just be the fact I have Skeledirge. The best boy.
But Meowscarade.
I'm sorry, I don't like masquerada.
Shut up.
Anyway, terrestrialization is the generational gimmick, and what it does is, like I said, it lets you change your type while keeping your stab. So, like, let me demonstrate. My Dragonite is Dragon and Flying, and it is... actually, you know what? I'm not gonna Terra. Now I'm guaranteed. But basically, just keep in mind terrestrialization. Also, though this is just a little bit of constructive feedback, Slacking is considered one of the worst Pokemon to bring to anything above the anything, entirely because of what you just saw. Okay, you know what? That's fair. We do love a little bit of trolling here. But yeah, it is after midnight. I'm tired. So I'm gonna go to bed. But good games though.
Bye. Thanks for coming on by.
I have now been streaming for an hour. Oh god.